What's up? So we're here in my studio and we're going to talk about a song called I Don't Forget off my forthcoming EP.
I can't get you out my head. I might forgive, I don't forget.
Yo, man, I've known Hunter since high school. We used to date two girls who were best friends. Back in the day when Hunter was making, rap music, I wasn't New York enough for him, and he was too New York for me probably. So we didn't always click in terms of like that way musically. But when we got older, it's just like kind of grow up and you realize like what you like about something and Hunter's a killer. You know what I mean? So it was really easy. We ran into each other outside of our barber shop, which we both went to.
And we'll spitball ideas and he'll be like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And then once we've sort of got a more defined direction, I'm like, I want it to embody this or do that. He'll usually kind of go off in the corner there. Just sort of, I can see him mumbling to himself. But this one, I think he had like maybe 3 or 4 things written down and he goes, what about this? And he spits one of them. I was like, no, that's not it. And then he goes, okay, well, I had this other one. And he just spits it. And I was like, I think it was literally verbatim, like what's on the song. And I was like, yo, that's a banger. Like that's the track. And I knew right then that was gonna be, initially I think I wanted him to add a vocal that would sort of just be an accompaniment to like the rest of the track. But when he spit those lyrics, I knew that was gonna be the foundation of the whole song now, and that the rest had to just sort of accompany his vocals. Like any kind of relationship doesn't have to be love. It can just be like an interpersonal relationship with another human where that person maybe wronged you in some way and you just like, you'll forgive, but you'll never forget.
What I love about, writing music like this is that you can actually be really concise and you say something that's kind of like exactly what you mean and you don't have to, elaborate like a million times on it. It's like, this is the vibe. And what Hunter does musically is like, tells that whole story.
So we had Pat's vocal.
I can't get you out my head.
Had that looping over the drums here. Which originally the first sound I had in this track was an ARP I made on the Virus. I actually started for once and I wanted to start with a build-up. Usually I'll start with a drop, so I actually started here because I wanted to make a track that had an absurdly long build-up for this rise. And I had it building up and dropping and going right into his vocal right here, but I couldn't figure it out. It needed like something else. It wasn't doing it right,
I can't get you out my head.
I wanted this to be a moment, so I started messing around on the Moog. I was playing around and I found this sound. And I thought, yeah, this could be a really cool, like, big tag, like a huge moment. So this is what you get in the final.
Don't forget, I don't forget, I don't forget, I don't forget, I don't forget.